everybody, welcome back to the Untitled channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Retro Edition Max D 5-pack. And as you can see here, I already have it unboxed. I mean, I got all 5 of them here out of the box, and yeah, we already know this is a skit. Just bring the real thing in here. Here it is, guys. I got it on release date, which is today, October 1st, hitting Targets. And yes, this is a Target exclusive, so the only place you can get it is Target. This has all of the previous year Maximum Destructions, even including Team Ments from 2002. I'll get over why it says from 2003 to 2016 in just a moment when we get to the unboxing of this. Now, I would like to go out on a limb and say this is basically just like the Gravedigger 5-pack, except it's not it doesn't include 3 retros. It only has, well, 1. And then 2 from previous years. Sorry if the camera keeps panning, guys. And I just got a message from somebody. I'm not sure if you guys could see that or hear that. I'll check after and I'll just blank out if you guys could see it. But since this isn't a screen recording, I don't think I'll be able to see it. But yeah, like I said, this is basically just like the Gravedigger 5-pack, considering it is also a it is also a 5-pack. Yeah, let's take a look at the back of the box. Also, I will move the camera up so that you guys can see this better. So, here we have the back of the box. You can see we have all the pictures of all the trucks, except for the Glow Max D, which is supposed to be right here, but we got the Decade of Destruction original gray one, and then we have Team Ments, Maximum Destruction, what's supposed to be the Glow red and yellow. Now, I have, as you guys saw in the quote-unquote skit, I have all 5 of them to compare. And, yeah, so that's the back of the box. Let's get back to the front. Also, when I said I'd like to go out on a limb, I did not actually mean that. Also, I do have a light turned on, even though, as you can see, it's sunlight out. But this is just for a better review quality. So, without further ado, let's get this out of the box. I will see you guys in just a second. Alright, everyone, we're back after, 5 hours of tape cutting and rubber band cutting, because that, oh man, they put them on tight. So, the first truck we're going to kick this off with is going to be the red Max D. Then we're going to go to yellow, Max D Glow, Maximum Destruction, and then Team Ments. So, I'll just line them up in the ways I want to have them done. So there we go. Okay, so Max D Red. Now, this truck, obviously, being a thing in 2016, didn't run for that long, actually. I believe it ran from, I think, 2016 to 2017. I could be wrong, considering they actually weren't around for that long, because I guess they couldn't just keep repairing this body style, because they would have had to keep making fiberglass, this fiberglass body that's in red, and you can't just simply repair it after it's been broken. You could bolt it back together, but that wasn't that easy. So they ended up just retiring red, yellow, and gold. Gold, we didn't even get a technical gold Spin Master Max D. We only got that, I want to say prototype gold, but it was Spin Master's rendition of what Max D, or the normal Max D, would look like with a gold body. So yeah. Aside from the truck itself, we have the brand new chassis. This is Tom Ments' chassis. And by that I mean front engine. Let me go, actually I have one right here. The normal Max D, or like Neil Elliott's Max D, runs a normal style engine, the engine in the back. But Tom Ments has a front engine. Now, one thing I would like to mention is, no, this is not accurate for the red and yellow. Red and yellow were driven by, I can't quite, I'm sorry guys, I can't remember the names. But, if I happen to look them up, I'll just put them right here and here. But if not, you won't see anything, and I just made myself look dumb. But yeah. These were driven by 2 different people. So red and yellow were, with these chassis, are nowhere near accurate. But one thing I would like to say is for the body swapping community is this chassis is super helpful, because with this chassis and these rims and tires, this helps a lot, because now we can switch Fire Max D onto this and it could be accurate. Granted, then what are you gonna put the red one on? Actually, yeah, putting it on the normal one would work. But yeah, as I was saying, this chassis really helps in the community. Now that I'm off the little talk about how cool this is, let's get back on topic for the red Max D. So, if I can remember correctly, this ran at, well, if it was in 2016, this ran in World Finals 17. And maybe if I want to, I'll insert a clip. If not, you won't see anything. But it was a real thing and ran at the World Finals. Now, I have its Hot Wheels edition. I didn't know what else to call it. Or rendition, sorry. There we go. Hot Wheels rendition. So, obviously, Hot Wheels came out first. You can see a clear difference between the two. First, being is that this is, the face is completely different from this one. Hot Wheels never did it because I guess I guess it would have been too expensive to just bring these down. As you can see, these have been brought down. Maximus's face is, I'm not sure what to call those. But yeah, they were brought down, for the very first, Max D we got. Sorry, guys. However, I want to say that, Hot Wheels' body tooling was more accurate, because we always had this, this body. It was way more straightened out, and, those spikes, obviously, were way more, like, accurate, but I gotta give the most credit to Spin Master, because, I mean, even without bigger spikes, this is still a really good-looking, Max D. Now, red was never really my favorite, same with the yellow. I always liked the gold one. So I never really liked any of these, but if I had to give a personal opinion on which one is better, Spin Master wins. So now off to yellow. Actually, one more thing I'd like to mention. Actually, no, I'll get to it once we get to the Maximum Destruction style bodies. But yeah, overall, really nice truck. And one more thing I'd like to point out is, no, they still have not brought down the flame. I'm not sure when they'll do that, but one day. Oh, I guess another thing is here on the back, there's actual lights, and on the original red one, there was nothing. And these are also 3D printed. 3D printed. These are also 3D. And as you can see, there's no lights, but when we get to yellow later, you'll see that they're not 3D. Other than that, that's really the only other thing I could say. Other than this, I don't think this was accurate. I mean, considering all they did was make it red, and then just, that's actually all they did was make it red. Was, because as you can see, 11-time world champion, that was on, Tom Mentz's truck. That's not on any other Max D, I don't believe. Because right here, it actually says, if I can, don't worry about what just fell. You can actually see Tom Mentz right there on the truck. No, he did not drive red or yellow. I don't know why they haven't changed that. Unless, now I could be wrong, unless Tom Mentz is on every truck, then I don't know why they haven't changed it yet. Unless it's just too complicated for them to change up the design already. So I'm not mad at them for that. It's just a little confusing to some people. But yeah, overall, that has been Max D Red, and on to yellow. Get that guy out of the way. So, Max D Yellow. Completely different from gold, and I'll get over, why that is. So, yellow, probably the most interesting of them all, mainly because of how good it looks. Now, on camera, you can see that there's orange highlights on it. Now, in real life, that actually is not there. I don't know how that's picking up on camera. That actually looks really good. But, what I'm seeing is, just normal yellow. I'm not actually seeing all that orange highlight. But yeah, it looks nice. And look right there on the teeth, guys. They went so far as to put detail into each and every individual tooth. That is what I call detail. Now, if we go into the hands or the fingers, you can see that there's little small itty bitty. Don't worry about the skin hanging off there. Little itty bitty marks where it would move, because if you've seen my or this Maxi review, then you would know that it came with Maximus, and that's basically where all his joints are, where he can move his fingers. That's awesome. You can also see all the cracks behind the hands where he's breaking through the truck. I'm not sure if you could see those on the yeah, there wasn't actually any on the red. One last thing I'd actually like to go over on the red is if you look real close, you can see that there's little lines. Can we zoom? Yeah, you can see it. Small itty bitty little lines there, little squiggly lines. Pretty sure that's accurate. Oh, and one last thing, it's also a sparkly body. Back to yellow. The reason why this truck is really unique is, well, one, because it has a Black Max D name, and then two, the top, or the flame. There we go. The top and the flame are just, they're incredibly different from all the Max Ds that have been before. For one, actually, let me flip it up correctly. You could see that it has the black flame and still no wrap down, but it does go all the way down like that, except there's no wrap here yet. One day we'll have it, probably not on this body. Actually, maybe one day, considering these are most likely going to be re-released, because not everyone can afford this 5-pack. I was going to say, even though it's $21, not a lot of people can afford it, and I feel bad for those who aren't fortunate enough to be able to get it. I hope that one day you will be able to find the red and yellow in stores. But past that, yeah, this is a big step up from what Hot Wheels gave us. Again, little details like that, all the bolts in the name, and then you can see these little gray spots in the flame. Those were actually featured on the Hot Wheels truck, which, surprisingly, Hot Wheels was good enough to get in depth and into detail with these. But yeah, on to the other side. Again, comments on it. Again, Thomas did not drive red or yellow. I would like to get that through. He did not drive red or yellow. Or gold. And then we move on to the spikes, which on the yellow, they are really good looking. They're like that really pearly silver. Over on the red, they weren't as prominent and silver. I mean, granted, they look pretty much exactly the same, but they're way more brought out on the yellow. Sorry for the unfocusing camera. I'm filming on a phone. I don't have an actual, like, pro camera to film on. And then on the front, we have Max D. That was also on the red. However, it was like that. It was outlined in red. And then this one is outlined in yellow. Oh, yeah, and another thing. I'm sorry, I keep going back. The yellow lights, which are, they have rings around them. Which, again, detail. If I could get it to focus. Back up a little bit. You can see it right there. The yellow lights with the black outline. I'm sorry that I keep going back, but I kind of have to point out every little thing on each truck. I hope you guys are okay with that. So now into the comparison. So here is the yellow Max D. I want to say it right now, pretty much a complete and utter disaster. For what it was definitely good, but it was a complete and utter disaster. As you can see on this truck, yes, there is highlights, but that is not what makes it what it is. And the reason why I say this is a complete and utter disaster, the spikes aren't painted. Most of the stuff on here isn't even clear. There's no, like, cracks and stuff. These don't hang low enough. The spikes are on here. Well, I mean, actually, those are on here too, but the spikes come down to here. The spikes don't come down to here. There's no spikes here, which I don't know if they're... No, there's not. There's not in real life. I don't think. But the lights aren't what's it called? Traced, or is that the right word? Well, they don't have a ring around them. We'll say that. The lights in the back, which yes, I should probably point those out again, are not 3D. They are 2D. The flame isn't even brought all the way down. Hot Wheels never did a wrap, and they never brought the flame all the way down. I don't think. Yeah, they never did that. They didn't do all the bolts in the name. They left the 11-time world champion on, which Hot Wheels, if you wanted to be better than Spin Master later in the years, you have to do that. But, on my personal opinion, get that thing out of here. Spin Master wins all the way. Again, on the Thomas body style chassis with the front engine, I gotta say it again, it looks so nice. So yeah, again, Spin Master wins. Now, on to what is probably my second favorite out of this pack, the Glow Max D. Now, the reason why this goes second and not first is because the color. Now, I did a little bit of research before I, made this video. This gray is incorrect, actually. Hot Wheels was a little bit closer with how they did theirs. It was not a black and it was not this gray. It was actually a dark gray, like on Max D. Like that kind of gray. Like right here, this darker gray. It was not this pearly light gray. That's why it goes second, unless I'm seeing the wrong thing. If you guys want to go back and watch original videos, that is completely fine with me, and you can put it in the comment section below. I have nothing against you. But this is the first time we're getting to see a hybrid body. And by that I mean, well, Max D face on Maximum Destruction body. This ran in real life? Yes, it did. And as you can see, the small little itty bitty details, like if you can see them, back it up a tiny bit more. The LED strips, those also ran on the real truck. This was back in the Decade of Destruction, back in 2013. Now, what we got from Hot Wheels was obviously that was accurate. Close, actually, very close to accurate. But it was not accurate enough. By that I mean it did not have a 3D face, and actually that's about it. Pretty much all the rest was accurate. Except for the color, yeah, that too. But yeah. And then what we received later that year was an utter disaster of a Max D, but I don't have that on me right now. Maybe I'll bring it out later, but nah. So already out of the gate, this is a really nice looking Max D. For one, I mean, look at how much detail they put into Maximus. They darkened it here, which accurate. They put all the little ridges in the fingers. Amazing. They put all the little cracks up here where he breaks through the truck. I can't say it enough. It is so accurate. And then when we go to the back, you could see the flame is brought down. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be brought down all the way to here, but what can you really do? Sorry if I actually just put my finger over the microphone. So then right here we have 10-time champion, a decade of destruction. I'm speaking a little fast. And then on the hood we also have 10-time champion, a decade of destruction. I think that's what it says up there. We'll look at it in just a second. On to the other side, or actually no, let's go to the back. Hold on. You can't see it as well as I can, but these are slightly, very slightly 3D. If you look close enough, they are 3D. Don't worry about that Max D in the back. And then you could see the LED strips all the way up and down these. It goes up, it's down here, it goes up here. Just overall amazing looking. Then we go to the other side. These flames being brought up, that is also very accurate. And then right there, we have Tom Mentz, and then in the even finer detail, it says right there, if you can see it, Max D. I believe it says Decade of Maximum Destruction. I believe that's what it says. It's really hard to see, but I can barely see it. I'll look on the real truck and maybe I'll tell you if that's what it says. But then we move to the front. Standard Maximum Destruction hood. Nothing is 3D on the front. Not sadly, actually. That's pretty much how it looked. We have Max D on the front, like right there in the middle. The black headlights. The two little spikes, I guess you could say. The flames brought down. And then you have it right there. The X, a Decade of Destruction. And then you have whatever these is supposed to be. I'm really not sure what those are. And then you have the spikes here. Now, in real life, yes, those weren't real. They were like that. Then you could see the LEDs. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize how much the camera was up. Then you have the LEDs. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for Glow Max D. Now on to the comparison. This is going to be a really long video. And then we have the Glow Max D here. Which, do I really have to explain what's wrong with this one? First off, the color and it's not 3D. Spin Master wins. So yeah, again, Spin Master wins. Yeah, so that has been Glow Max D. Next up, Maximum Destruction. Why is the thing doing that? Sorry about that, guys. Just trying to figure out what is going on here. Okay. I think... yeah, I'm trying to solve a problem here, guys. Hold on. We will, I'll meet you guys back in just a second. Alrighty, everyone, we're back. Just making sure it's not doing that again. Okay. So, Maximum Destruction. I'm gonna say my favorite one out of this pack. Because this is the most accurate Maximum Destruction we have ever received. And with this chassis, it's so much better. It looks so good. It looks amazing. One thing I didn't actually point out on Glow was the tires. This was pre-BKT, so they're not going to have like just standard tires without the BKT, which, I mean, I'm fine with it. These tires actually look good on it. So let's just get on with it. So Maximum Destruction right here, the logo. These were like this all the time. They were never actual spikes. They were always just these little dots. Then you could see, you know, Maximum Destruction, and then all these wires. And then if you zoom in right there, you could see Tom Mentz, Monster Jam. And then if we move to the back, the slightly 3D backlights. And one cool thing about Maximum Destruction is there was no flame, but rather Maximus in all his wires. And then up here, Tom Mentz, 10-time world champion. So this was right before Decade of the Destruction. I keep saying Decade of the Destruction. Decade of Destruction. And then Tom Mentz at the maximum, meter. Maximum Destruction. And then you have Maximus spitting out the fire through his pipes. We'll call them that, pipes. And the fire's just coming down onto the back. And I could not have asked for anything more accurate than this. One thing I am a little bit kind of surprised about is that they wrapped it. It doesn't really make sense why they can wrap this much detail, but they can't bring down a simple flame. I mean, come on. The spikes up here, or the dots up here, go to the side. We have Maximum Destruction again, all the wires and the flames, the dots, Tom Mentz, Monster Jam, and then we have this here, which I guess is like a second window or second window, I guess you could say. It's not actually like that. Oh no, it is like that in real life, except this truck doesn't run anymore, but it's not an actual window. I'm gonna stop talking. But yeah, on to the front, on a mission. This was because, for those of you that don't know, he was on a mission to be the first to do a double backflip. I believe that's what the on a mission meant. Or just like on a mission to be the best, I guess. Because it's also over here on Team Mentz, so I could be completely wrong. Just put it down in the comment section below. Then you have the headlights and, dots again. These lights are super bright on camera, but they're just yellow in real life. Then you have the black headlights as well. On the front, you have the wires, and then again, Tom Meents at the maximum. Then you have the dots again. And then on the front, you also have the flames. And yeah, that is Maximum Destruction with its orange beadlocks and rims. And the accurate chassis. So that has been Maximum... Oh, sorry, the comparison. I almost forgot. And then you have Maximum Destruction against Maximum Destruction. Okay. I think it's time I bring this out. So, Hot Wheels was strange and did this. This was before they released the one that's behind this. They did this to Maximum Destruction. Get rid of that. And then a long time ago, I don't know when this one came out, they gave us this red one. This was a long time ago. I don't remember when this one came out. But yeah, obviously Spin Master 1 wins, but I just like to point out they did not do a wrap or brought the flames down, so yeah, get that out of here. So yeah, Spin Master wins. This is about to be like a 30-minute review, guys. I'm so sorry. And then finally, Team Meents. My third favorite one, because I wasn't like a hardcore collector back then. I wasn't even able to collect this. I was like, I don't know how young I was, but yeah, I never saw this in stores. But this is the most accurate Team Meents. And I like to say this one more time, most accurate Team Meents. I'll get to that later. Or actually, after I get done reviewing this. This is Team Meents. It was right after Goldberg and before Maximum Destruction. I don't think they're going to give us Goldberg because they need to do a contract. So we're probably never going to get that. Right there, you can see in red, Tom Meents, the black flames with these, you can't really see it, but red outline. Then you've got, I forgot what that says. But, yeah, they have that old logo. The USHRA.com logo, which this is really old stuff. Move to the back, we have the backlights with the Monster Jam logo. These are way more dim than the other ones. And then right here, the only face one we have, which is Tom Meents. By the way, for those of you that didn't know who that was, that's Tom Meents. On the top, Team Meents in the flames. On the side, Team Meents again in the flames. It's the same as the other side. On the front, in black, on a mission, the headlights, and then the black headlights. I'm not sure if those are actually headlights. I think they're just there. Then 2000 to 2001 World Champion. And that is it for Team Meents. So, hello everyone, this is Future Era Nate forgetting to do the comparison between the Team Meentses. Okay, so I would quickly like to mention that you can obviously tell which one's more accurate, color-wise and look-wise. So yeah, the only thing I really have to say is that they did the body tooling all wrong. This was for 2017. They didn't even go back and revise it to make it look like this. They just made it look like this, and yeah, it doesn't look that good. So yeah, that's the only comparison I have to say. Spin Master wins. So yeah, guys. Yeah, this was Future Me. Now on to the outro. The one thing I would like to say is that it says Max D and Maximum Destruction Pack on the front, or on the front of the packaging. That is because Team Meents is a completely different truck, still a part of the Max D and Maximum Destruction series, but it was pre, Maximum Destruction stuff. So they didn't want to put Team Meents, Max D, and Maximum Destruction Pack, because that's a lot of printing. And the box already looks good enough. So, yeah, that's why they have that on there. And then the last thing I'd like to go over is height adjustments. I don't think you guys get what I mean here. But, look at this. So, Max D, you could see is way more on this body, and it's just flattened down. Well, let's look at Max D. This Max D is brought up really high on the body. I'm not sure why they did that, because the actual Max D is actually on the body more. It's shortened down. But, yeah, this is more accurate. And, yeah, that is going to conclude the, Max D 5-pack from 2003 to 2016 review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And it would mean the most to me if we could get this video also up to 1,000 views. Because so far we're at 3 videos with 1,000 views. And yeah, guys, thanks for all the support on the channel. And I already said all the stuff you got to do, so I'll see you then. Or in the next review, or in the next gaming video. So yeah, if you want to find this pack, it's at Target only. It is about $20, depending on where you are. And yeah, this is a really nice pack to pick up if you want 3 brand new toolings, or brand new designs, and then 2 designs we've already seen, but just in Spin Master form. And yeah, that has been the Max D 5-pack from 2003 to 2016, and that has been me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share it with a friend. Hit the bell notification so that way you can get all notifications for when I post new videos. And yeah, guys, that has been me. I'll see you next time. Peace.